Hello friends, welcome to YouTube and our Dr. Ved channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head, Veterinary Medicine. We have already seen acariasis or mange in cattle in three parts. In first part, we have described sarcoptic mange. In the second part, we have described sauroptic mange. In the third part, we have described choriotic mange. And in this part 4, we'll describe demodactic mange. In this, we'll discuss etiology, transmission, clinical science, diagnosis, and treatment of ectoparasitic diseases, demotic mange. Demotactic mange is a mange caused by mite. Name of the species is Demodex. So name is given demodactic mange. It is also called by synonym follicular mange because this Demodex infest hair follicles and a sebaceous gland. So name is given follicular mange. It is also called as bovine demodicosis. Bovine because infestation in cattle and buffaloes. Demodicosis because species is caused by Demodex. So demodicosis is a mange. So bovine demodicosis. See here the etiology. There are three species of Demodex known to infest cattle. Infection is occurring worldwide. The most common species is Demodex bovis, which infest hair follicle of the cattle. Another species is Demodex guanesis. Third species is Demodex tauri. But the most common species is Demodex bovis. The Demodex species are very much host specific and they are not zoonotic. The Demodex species are elongated, long-shaped, cigar-shaped with a short, stumpy legs on the body. It is very easy to identify this species. The might feed on sebum, protoplasm, and epidermal debris. Various species have different feeding habits, so they are producing different type of the symptoms. These Demodex feed on sebum, protoplasm, and epidermal debris. Transmission: close contact with infested host. Because these parasites not migrating too much, so close contact is very necessary. And the primary route of transfer of this mite infestation from infested dam to the neonates, newborn. This is the most common route because the infection remain on animal for months together, long time infection. Infestation with Demodex bovis is usually subclinical and infestation is on skin. But this infestation may extend for many months, a very long time, chronic. But it is subclinical, but remain for a long time on the body. And during this, their place on the long time body, they transfer the infection to the newborn cows. The neonates are more susceptible, highly susceptible. The lesions consist of follicular papules and nodules because these mites make their location into the hair follicle and sebaceous gland. The infestation is commonly observed on withers, neck, back, and flank. These might produce chronic inflammation. Continuation of the clinical signs. This organism, this organism produce chronic dermatitis. There is formation of ulcers, abscesses, and fistulae due to follicular rupture. We know that these organisms, this Demodex mange, remain in follicle for long time, and when they remain in follicle, they form a follicular abscess, fistula, and ulcers. There is common secondary bacterial infection caused by Staphylococcus bacteria. Here, the pruritus is absent, so itching and burning sensation is not there. But as this Demodex produce fistula and follicular inflammation, pain will always be there. This parasite causes considerable damage to the hides and so the economic loss to the skin and hide industry. Cattle of all ages are susceptible, but most common in young, especially the neonatal calves. All these parasites, what we have seen previously, causing mange, they are very active during late winter or early spring. So infection is observed during late winter season, but during summer their activity is reduced. So these lesions are healing or infestation is minor during the summer season. We see here the diagnosis, microscopic examination and demonstration of mite in the skin scraping is the confirmatory diagnosis. The morphology of this Demodex is clear cut. It is characteristic that these Demodex are elongated, long size, shaped just like a cigar shaped, with a short, stumpy legs on the body. So once you see, you cannot miss the diagnosis. This is the only parasite that has this type of the morphology, that the shape is cigar shaped, long bodies and short stumpy legs. We see here the treatment aspect. We have seen that the infection is subclinical, not much serious, and recovery is usually spontaneous because it is not much pathogenic. So treatment is rarely performed, but treatment is necessary because the dam spread the infection to the neonates, and neonates are highly susceptible. Certain macrocyclic lactones are highly effective. Otherwise, the treatment is as per the other conditions. General treatment is not required and spontaneous cure is observed in this demodactic mange. Friends, you have observed this demodactic mange part 4 with this acariasis and mange in cattle. We conclude with this slide. Requested to share this information to veterinarians and veterinary students. To promote the channel, requested to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.